Hey everyone! In our last class, we explored the exciting world of mobile apps, how they work, the difference between Android and iOS, and what it means to be a mobile app developer. Today, we take the first real step toward becoming developers ourselves by setting up the environment where all the coding magic happens, from installing Android Studio and Xcode to testing your app on a real phone. This is your tech toolkit kickoff. Why environment setup matters. Before you can build a skyscraper, you need a solid foundation. Setting up your development environment is that foundation. It's where you install all the tools you'll need to create, test, and run your apps. When this is done right, everything else, from writing code to publishing apps, becomes much smoother. Installing Android Studio, Windows. Installing Android Studio is your gateway into Android app development. You download it from the official site, run the installer, and follow a few prompts. Be sure to install the SDK and emulator too. They're essential. By the end, you'll have your coding base ready for Android. Installing Android Studio, Mac. Mac users, your journey is just as easy. You download the DMG file, drag Android Studio into your applications folder, and launch the setup. Mac also supports building Android apps just like Windows. The best part? Everything you need is free and beginner-friendly. Android Studio Tour. When you open Android Studio, it may look overwhelming, but don't worry. You've got the project view, your code editor, and your log console. Each part has a job. You'll spend most of your time in the code editor and occasionally peek at the logs for bugs. Setting up Xcode, Mac. If you're building for iPhones or iPads, Xcode is your best friend. It's free from the Mac App Store. After installation, you get everything you need: code editor, storyboard, simulator. Plus, Apple gives you tools to test your app across all their devices. Using Android emulators. Don't have an Android phone to test your app? No problem. Emulators let you simulate different phones and tablets on your laptop. You can even change screen size and Android version to make sure your app looks great everywhere. Using iOS simulators. Xcode includes a built-in iOS simulator. Want to test how your app looks on an iPhone 14 or iPad mini? Just click and run. This way, you don't need to own every Apple device to build for them. Emulator versus simulator. Think of it like this. Emulators copy both the phone's software and hardware. Simulators just mimic the software part. Emulators give you a more realistic test, but simulators are faster and work well for design checks. Connecting Android devices. If you do have an Android phone, awesome. Enable developer mode and USB debugging in settings. Connect it to your computer, and Android Studio will recognize it. Now you can run your app on a real phone and feel the full experience. Connecting iOS devices. iPhones work a bit differently. Connect your iPhone to your Mac, trust the computer, and make sure your Apple ID is added in Xcode. You'll be able to install your app and test it just like any professional iOS developer. Your first Android app, Hello World. This is your official entry into the coding world. You start a new project, and with just one line of code, display Hello World on the screen. Every developer starts here. This is your rite of passage. Your first iOS app, Hello World. In iOS, it's just as fun. You use Storyboard to drag a label onto the screen, then change the text to Hello World. One click later, and your message shows up in the iOS simulator. You're now officially a Swift beginner. Android project folder structure. It's helpful to understand where your files live. Java or Kotlin code goes in the Java folder. Images and layouts are in the res folder. And Android manifest.xml, it tells your app how to behave and what permissions it needs. iOS project folder structure. iOS projects have main.storyboard for design, view controller, Swift for logic, and assets for images, icons, and colors. These folders organize everything and help you keep your project clean and manageable. Running and debugging in Android Studio. When your app doesn't work right, and that's normal, Android Studio gives you tools to debug. Use Logcat to read errors, or set breakpoints to pause the app and examine what's going wrong. This is where you become a real problem solver. Running and debugging in Xcode. Xcode has similar tools. The console prints useful messages, and breakpoints help you investigate bugs. Debugging is like detective work, and it teaches you how to think logically about what your code is doing. Using terminal and command prompt. Here's where you start feeling like a hacker. Terminal lets you run commands faster than clicking buttons. You can install tools, run projects, and manage files, all by typing. Learning this early gives you an edge later on. Common setup errors and fixes. Mistakes happen. Maybe your SDK wasn't installed or your device isn't connecting. Don't worry. Google the error, follow the suggestions, and keep trying. Every bug fixed makes you stronger. Wrap up, you're all set to build. You now have everything in place to start building real apps. Your tools are ready, you've tested code, and you've fixed issues. From here, it's all about building more and more and learning as you go. Celebrate your setup success. Give yourself a big round of applause. You've completed one of the hardest steps in tech, setting up your dev environment. Whether you continue with Android, iOS, or both, you now have the confidence to build amazing apps.